A teenage boy has died after a weekend accident involving an ATV in Simpson County. Sheriff Paul Mullins says it happened Sunday morning in the Old Pearl community. The 13-year-old boy was riding the ATV on private land when it crashed and flipped. The Simpson Academy Facebook page identifies the victim as Aiden Temple, a student at the school.